We all know Hogwarts is a magical place, but it also a little bit messed up, that too in a lot of ways. Hogwarts might be the magical school that many readers of Harry Potter series wanted to attend, but it was not always all it is cracked up to be. While going to school to learn magic would be a dream, there were many truly unsafe and ridiculous things that happens in the walls of Hogwarts during Harry's time there. While a lot of these bad and dangerous things were connected to Voldemort and his attempts to come back, there are many other bad things that happened at Hogwarts outside of him. And that's what we're gonna talk about today in this video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the 10 worst things that ever happened in Hogwarts. But before starting the video, if you're new here, then please subscribe to this channel because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff every single day. And you can also follow me on Instagram if you want to see iconic memes of Harry Potter. Link is in the description. And now without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 10. The general lack of rules for how professors should treat students. Hogwarts could be a pretty strict place for students at times. There were many rules in place and students would regularly get detention for breaking the rules. It makes sense that there would be a lot of rules given that magic can be dangerous. However, Hogwarts teachers did not seem to have many rules. They could seemingly give detentions for almost anything, also showing extreme favoritism for some students while basically bullying others was never an issue. Number 9. Sending a group of 11 years old into the Forbidden Forest. Okay, this one truly dumb. Speaking of getting in trouble and detentions, the punishments for students were all over the map. While some intentions were what you would expect like polishing trophies, other was extremely dangerous, sending Harry, Ron, Hermione, Neville and Draco into the Forbidden Forest as their punishment made no sense. There was only one adult who was not even allowed to do magic and a dog with them, which was so coward. Plus, they were only 11 years old. I mean, what kind of detention is this to sending 11 years old students in extremely dangerous Forbidden Forest? It's literally named Forbidden Forest. Number 8. The treatment of Neville by Professor Snape. Professor Snape might be your favorite character, but in the books, he's more than a favorite buddy. Professor Snape treated students at Hogwarts horribly across the board. He was cruel to Harry and insulted Hermione. He was basically a big jerk, sorry to say, but he was basically a big jerk to everyone except his favorite Slytherin students. However, his treatment of Neville is probably the worst. He bullied him so much that Neville's worst fear was actually Snape. He insulted him, made him feed his potion to his poor Todd, and berated him often. It was ridiculous he was able to get away with this. Number 7. Hagrid getting expelled. This point is technically connected to Voldemort, but it also speaks to a bigger problem with Hogwarts. When Hagrid was blamed for opening the Chamber of Secrets, he was expelled. This means his wand was broken and he's never able to do magic again. It's pretty ridiculous that students of junior high or high school's age can make a mistake that make them lose their ability to practice magic forever. It seems like there should be some other ways for expelled students to come back or get another chance. That's a lot of pressure riding on children as young as 11 years old. And we all know Hagrid was innocent, but still he suffered for his entire life for something he never did. Number 6. Hogwarts being used to protect the Sorcerer's Stone. While the Sorcerer's Stone was being held to protect it from whoever was stealing it, it's not exactly connected to Voldemort. Dumbledore's being willing to house the item at Hogwarts making absolutely no sense. First of all things guarding the stone were dangerous and students as seen by the trio could accidentally run across this room. Plus, housing such a sought after artifact would just invite dark wizards to come to the school to take it. Number 5. Giving a student a time turner. This is another aspect of the Harry Potter series that just really makes no sense. Time turners are dangerous tools that the Ministry of Magic keeps track of, as messing with time can have big consequences. While Hermione might be a great student and a good person, entrusting a 13-year-old with such a powerful object makes no sense. The logical thing would have been to make Hermione drop a couple of classes instead of going out of their way to come up with this ridiculous plan. Of course, the time turner was needed as a plot device, but the whole premise is ridiculous. Number 7. The Hogwarts house system. Many fans of the series have pointed out that the Hogwarts house system is pretty strange. First of all, it's messed up to create a system that encourages the students to dislike 3/4 of the other students. It creates a weird, fractured dynamic with unnecessary rivalry. Plus, one of the house is basically a house for evil sociopaths. The fact that Slytherin is so well known for producing dark wizards and witches makes one wonders why it's allowed to exist. Number 3. The Hogwarts uses slaves. The entire existence of house elves in the Harry Potter universe is really messed up and problematic. It's really only Hermione that sees how screwed up this is and tries to do something about it. Even Harry and Ron don't really have a problem with the fact that Hogwarts uses slaves to clean and cook for their students. The whole conception of a race of humanoid creatures that like to be enslaved is a big problem. Number 2. The Tree Wizard Tournament. The entire Tree Wizard Tournament is a conception is pretty medieval. The fact that the wizarding world is totally fine with such a barbaric challenge is messed up. This tournament takes teenagers, even though they are technically considered adults in the wizarding world, and has them compete in an extremely dangerous tournament. Of course, the students can choose whether or not to submit their names, but the fact that people can die in this tournament and it's seen as just as possible risk is really strange. Number 1. Dolores Umbridge. Dolores Umbridge is probably the worst singular thing to happen to Hogwarts outside of things related to Voldemort. Umbridge was a sadistic, cruel person. She treated everyone horribly and literally physically abused students. She made them carve words into the back of their hand as punishment. She is clearly evil given the fact that she then went on to be part of Voldemort's Ministry of Magic and was jealous in finding and punishment Muggle bonds. So thanks a lot for watching Potterless. So this was the video about the 10 worst things that ever happened in Hogwarts, and I hope you really like and enjoyed this video, and if you really did then please give a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you are visiting this channel first time, because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff every single day. And you can also follow me on Instagram to see iconic memes of Harry Potter, link is in the description. And now I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the Muggles.